Yo, this week on Your Favorite Christian, I did a one-man show. Who's that guy? What is up, everybody? This is Father Christian here on Your Favorite Christian, the place where I just love to talk about culture, faith, and relationships. This last week, this happened, so this is why I'm here today to be giving you more of a vlog style, which I think means that I'm not doing as much production. So it's been a little while this last week. I've been my first time ever performing this one-man show that I've been working on for the last 12 years of my life, and finally getting the courage to put this thing up on its feet. And so that finally happened just last night. I'm shooting this on a Sunday. Forgive me for this late post of this vlog. It's just been kind of nuts over this last week getting this thing up on its feet. So this has been 12 years in the making. I had someone challenge me like 12 years ago in Los Angeles saying, man, you gotta write this show on faith. I can't write this. I'm an atheist, but you, Christian, you gotta write this and you gotta convince me why I should believe in God. He literally sounded like that. I've been not writing a show on why someone should believe in God, but more of my story of how I was a Hollywood doorman and working my way up through the ranks there while also being an actor in LA, but then also a person of faith, and how all that stuff just comes together, and how do you deal with temptation, and how do you deal with the struggles. So finally, when I became a priest, it became like, oh my gosh, what do I do with this show? Like, I have this story that I want to tell, but is it really appropriate or even right for a priest to tell the story? So there's a lot of kind of like struggles I've been going through over the last 4 years. Like, what do I do with the show? I love the story, I want to tell the story, but is it appropriate enough for me to tell the story? Because let's just say in the nightclub, you do some unpriestly things in the nightclub. I know with my previous life, but it's still a priest on stage telling the story. So all that to say, there's just been this huge process of just getting the time for this to happen, getting the space to do this, but also getting the courage and feeling that God was behind it. All I can say is for you that you might be going through something where you right now might have this idea, this project, this thought, this dream that you want to do, but there's something in the way. There's a struggle you have. Maybe it's fear, maybe it is money, maybe it is resources, just belief in yourself that you can actually do this. I get it. I totally get it. It took me 12 years to finally put this thing up on its feet. One thing that I can't deny amongst all of the fear, all of the struggles, all of the concerns and the anxiety was that God was poking at me the whole time. I felt this call saying, just do it. Just show up and just do it and commit to it. Just give me your time, Christian. Just follow this. You love it. It brings you joy. Just do it. Don't worry about the fears. Don't worry about the concerns. Don't worry about you up on stage performing this thing right now. You just show up and do it. So there's a moment where I got the courage to actually call this theater that's right next door to me, Starstruck Theater, and I just made this appointment and say, hey, can we talk about this? I got this one-man show. I love to workshop. And they were so awesome and so cool, and they received it. It was like, wow. And it's that whole thing that God says. It's like you gotta knock first, and then you can enter. Ask, right? And then you'll receive. You got to seek, and you shall find. But it's very active. God is calling us to be active in our pursuit of these dreams and these visions and these desires that we have. That if you believe that God's behind it, He ain't going to just pull you through the door. He's going to say, you got to show up first. So that phone call is really what started it, and then doors just continue to open, and then I had to wrestle with my own demons and my own struggles. So for you right now, if there's something that you're just, I don't know if I have the ability, the time, I don't know if I have the intelligence, I don't know if I have the skill set, stop it. If it's on your heart, and you can show up every day, and you can do something, you can make one phone call, you can journal about it, you can write about it, if you can get a team together, God will start opening up doors for you. But you got to do the work first. You got to start showing up on it. You got to start coming up with the business plan, writing a one sheet on what you want to get done, making the phone calls, asking people for money, whatever you need to do, and leave the fears to God. Leave the worries and the concerns to God, because He's going to start working that out for you. He will put the angels in your life. He will put the right people in your life to make that thing happen. You just got to show up and do it. So last night, it was awesome. We had a sold-out show. Tons of people showed up. I was so grateful for everyone who came. That got great feedback of where this can go, of how this can be used maybe in a school setting, in college settings, in church settings, but mainly even in public theaters. That hopefully the show can really be a source of inspiration and good for people on a similar journey where they're just trying to figure out their faith or make choices in the midst of all the different temptations we have in our lives, right? I can leave you with that. Do it. Just get out there and do it. Put the fears aside. What's one thing you can do each day to make this happen? What's the one phone call you can do that just scares you to make that thing happen? What's that one step you're just like, I don't know if I can do it. Just do it. Because once you step into the fear, that's when God's like, let's get ready to roll. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get this idea started. Because if God's behind it, ain't no one gonna stop it, all right? You just gotta keep on showing up and putting your courage to the test. So thank you for being here. Hit the subscribe button below. Use that courage. Peace.